Halayim, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who preach this word in truth and sincerity, salutations, and much respect. Shalom to the sincere and faithful believers who believe on the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, and Yahushua being the only begotten Son. And that are the true names because they spoke Paleo Hebrew, man, the ancient Hebrew. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true 12 tribes of Israel scattered abroad, and we also have people of our nation who may look like other heathen nations, but their father's lineage goes back to Israelite man because it was prophesied that our seed would be scattered throughout the earth. So not every Israelite is going to look like dark skin and big nosed and woolly hair. You know, our men slept with heathen women, so our people are going to come looking like everyone, you know. And this truth is only for the elect of our nation because 2/3 of our nation are going to neglect this truth and be cut off and die in Great Babylon, America, and wherever they may be scattered at. And Yahushua, who you people ignorantly call Jesus, his name is Yahushua, and the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. But Yahushua came from the tribe of Judah. Yahushua was a so-called black man, you know, and that's important because, you know, our Lord's image was crucified here as well, as stated in the book of Revelations. And we're coming back to the truth of the Bible, the full truth, nothing but the truth. And it's evident that we get this truth pushed to the four corners of the world so that the elect may believe and be sealed so that we can get the hell out of here, out of the land of our captivity, and be brought back to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And in this video, I want to speak on how, the prophecies are coming to pass at a fast rate. You know, you see the son of perdition being revealed. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. You see the 12 tribes, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see us coming back to our heritage. You see the names of the Father and Son being brought back to us. Yahweh, the Father, and Yahushua, it's been brought back to us. And you just see the Spirit of the Lord bringing judgment, bringing earthquakes, bringing famine. You see the food shortages is coming rapidly. You see more pestilence, more diseases. You see this C-19 thing, everywhere. You see love waxing cold. You see mothers killing their babies. You see children shooting their mothers, man. You see division between the so-called white man's government. You see his kingdom coming down. You see the Lord destroying his kingdom. He's being brought down to the earth. You're seeing strange signs and wonders in the heavens, blood moons. You're seeing the chariots of the Lord, the so-called UFOs being caught on camera. You see the prophecies coming to pass. You see that this is the end of the world. You're seeing wars and rumors of wars. You're just seeing everything, man. You're seeing martial law looming. You see that the devil's getting ready, man, to come down with great wrath because his time is short. And the signs are there. And for a while, a lot of people were scoffing at this book and deeming it false and fake, but now it's evident that it's true, and everyone knows that it's true, man. And there's certain people that are doing the right thing and they're turning back to Yahweh Bashem Shah and the truth. But then you have those who are not going to turn to the truth, and that's going to mark them for destruction. And that's what's coming, man. A whole lot of destruction. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, if you were wise, you would adhere to the prophets of Great Millstone, like now, like right now, because this is the only salvation, man. Only salvation is in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. If you don't have Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're gonna fold and you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna take the R5D microchip, which is the mark. You're gonna take this vaccine, Salakia. I'm not trying to say the word because they're gonna cut my video. You're gonna take this Paul Pierce jump shot full of poison in your body. Um, you know, the Lord's gonna give you over to these devices of Satan, Esau, even the so-called white man. You know, the elite, Rockefeller, Rothschilds, DuPonts, Gettys, the owners of these different corporations and companies, and the puppet leaders that they put into the government that dish out what they want. He's going to give you over to their devices. He's going to give you over to their martial law troops, to their UN troops, their foreign troops. He's going to allow you to be thrown into their FEMA camps and be re-educated, you know. But those who trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua were promised to be to see through this. You know, even if they might have to taste death, because there will be a number of brothers in the truth, sisters in the truth, you know, children in the truth that might have to be martyrs, you know, and those will die respectable deaths, and they will receive a crown of life. See, he will put the spirit on you to be able to endure that. But those people who refuse to accept the truth of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and take it seriously, you know, they're gonna be bugged out. They're gonna give in. They're gonna fold, or they're just gonna be straight out destroyed with death by pain and dishonor. So, you know, we are to be preparing ourselves, man, because Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he sees our nation, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. He sees that we're waking up. He sees that the elect is being sealed, and he's getting real angry, man. This truth is burning his soul, and he's just gonna go back to his go-to, man, his motto, the sword. And he finna start slaying motherfuckers, man. He finna take that sheep's clothing off and just show himself as the wolf. Like, fuck it. And that's the time we coming into, man. The famine of this word is approaching. If you haven't been taking this word seriously, soon it's gonna be too late. And you're just gonna be caught out there. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So this these prophecies, man, they are set for a point in time, and part of in this movie that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has made, you know, and this movie is all about the Israelites, man. Salvation is only for Israel, because we are the oppressed and trodden down people of the Lord. You know, we are the children of God, and this is we are the targets. We are who Esau Edom is targeting, the so-called white man. As you can see, always in the news, who they always say that they're trying to get to obey the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and they say that because they know who you are, and these devils are getting ready to just fuck up everything and try and kill majority of the population so that they can control the population they leave and chip them and brand them with the RFID microchip, you know. And I believe through the spirit that it's something in this Paul Pierce, this you know, that's gonna possess these people with demons and have these people acting wild. Cause Esau puts truth in his movies, so it's a reason why he's trying to get these people to take this stuff too. I think it's affecting, and it's also messing with the God gene, uh, and also probably it involves techno techno nanotechnology. It's getting people prepared for the RFID microchip. So, you know, we see that this devil is ramping up his agenda, his great reset, new world order, and the vision is appointed for a certain time, and we're approaching that time. We're approaching Jacob's trouble. We're approaching all out judgment and destruction on Great Babylon, America, and the rest of the world. We're approaching the time of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach's return to redeem the nation of Israel from their enemies, these heathen nations. You know, the so-called white man, the so-called Chinese man, the so-called African man, the so-called Polynesian Samoans. You know, those are the Japhites. Uh, you know, the so-called Arab man. You know, the Lord is redeeming us from all these heathen because they all played a part in the oppression of the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But you see, you see the people are getting like rocked back to sleep. You know, Esau Edom, so-called white man, tells them that if you just keep getting the Paul Pierce, the jump shot, that everything's gonna go back to normal. You know, you guys just need to listen. You know they're lying. They're lying. It's always gonna be something more because this is leading to their new world order, and they're just setting up the foundations. And we're approaching the time where, you know, people are actually waking up to this shit. Their own people, these low-level Edomites, are the main ones refusing their new world agenda. So they finna just start saying, "Fuck it, man." They have whistleblowers. They're getting exposed, and that was prophesied. So this devil's gonna get angry and pissed off. You know, he's gonna be so much exposed. You know, through the truth too. More importantly, through the truth, that he's just gonna say "fuck it" and show his horns. You know, and the average day Babylonians, you know, you Americans, a lot of you are docile. You're negligent. You're ignorant to what's going to happen. You're ignorant to the sword that is approaching you. You're ignorant to the fact that these devils, these white men, these Edomites, have fucking deployed military troops all around about you. You niggas, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're ignorant as well. Because really, the white people in America, they're getting their guns and all that. They're getting prepared to go to war. They see what's finna happen. But you Israelites, you niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't fucking understand what's finna happen. Y'all out here still trying to fucking, you know, celebrate, party, watch football games, and fucking basketball games. You know, the season's just started. Bread and circus distracting the fuck out y'all. Y'all think, oh, y'all worry about your future. You know, y'all out here popping babies like crazy. You know, y'all don't get what the fuck finna go down. You know, Jerusalem, which is a people before a place, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're getting surpassed around about by armies, man. He's deploying the troops, man. He's firing healthcare workers and replacing them with the National Guard. He's firing bus drivers and replacing them with the National Guard, man. Sooner or later in your local hoods, you're gonna get used to seeing troops walking around. This is the beginning of police state, and our people are ignoring that shit. And once it happens, man, the Lord's gonna be justified and fuck y'all up, cause He got men out here warning you, and you people looking over them. The man of great millstone, teaching 100% truth. Y'all not even fucking batting the eye, man. And even if you are, you looking at this shit as entertainment. Man, this shit is fucking true. This is the truth, man. We are the Israelites of the Bible. We're getting ready to get persecuted, man, because our Redeemer, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, is returning, man. And He's going to allow 2/3 of our people to get destroyed, man. Because y'all don't give a fuck. Only a 1/3 remnant, man. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And this is speaking to the 2/3, man, and to the heathen nations, man, because the heathens gonna get that shit too, man. You know, you know, judgment gonna start at the house of the Lord, which is the Israelites, but then it's gonna further go to the heathen and fuck them up. You know, the elect gonna be saved out of it. You know, they gonna get redeemed. They gonna go through it though. You know, because as fine gold, they have to go through that fire to be perfected. But this is for you, the wicked of our nation and the heathen, man. But we gonna go through it too. We gonna get burnt. We ain't gonna burn up, but y'all gonna burn to ashes. You know, and I'm saying y'all because hopefully I'll be of that elect number, Lord willing. And you know, this shit gonna hit hard in America though, cause America is great Babylon. See, uh, this is Nahum chapter 3. Woe to the bloody city, and America is that bloody city, man. How did these Edomites, these so-called white man, Esau, how did they get a hold of this land? Through bloodshed, through deception, you know, through the sword. You know, they massacred Gad, the tribe of Gad of the nation of Israel, which are you so-called Native Americans, and Reuben, you know, the Seminole Indians. You know, they deceived, they divided, they gave them gifts that had diseases on it. They killed and massacred women, children. You know, they're just devils, man. They made peace treaties and broke them. And, you know, the bloody city, man. America, the harlot, man. This is that bloody city. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. This motherfucker full of lies and robbery. And woe means destruction. Destruction to this motherfucker, man. God is not gonna bless America. He has a vendetta against this place. America means bitter. It's gonna have a bitter end. The prey departeth not. Who is that prey, man? You Israelites, man. In Deuteronomy chapter 28, it said that we would go into slavery and no man would buy us, man. Meaning no man would save us, man. That's that prey departing not, man. We not gonna be departed from this place until Yahweh Hamashiach, the Redeemer, returns. And he's not coming as a man. He's coming as a God, as a power. So we are yet this day in our captivity, man. The prey depart us not, man. The Negroes, Judah, in Israel, the 10 tribes, the Latinos and Native Americans, man. And that fulfilled the prophecy in the book of Jeremiah. Judah and Israel were oppressed together. Their captives held them fast and refused to let them go. You know, and and those of our nation who still continue to believe and be joined unto this so-called white man, you know, you gonna die with him here, cause this place is getting destroyed, man. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. The horsemen lift up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpse. So that's speaking of World War III that's prophesied, man. The nuclear missiles that's going to be shot on America, Great Babylon, by Russia, by China, by Iran, and by uh, uh, those nations that are a part of the Ten Horns that's going to turn on the harlot, Great Britain, Turkey, you know, they're part of the EU and NATO alliance right now, but they're gonna turn. They're gonna start to hate the whore America, Great Babylon, and they're gonna shoot missiles on here. And that's what's being talked about. That glittering spear, man. That's what's gonna hit America. It's gonna fuck America up, man. And only the elect will be beamed up into the so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of the Lord, and they're gonna be protected from that destruction. But 2/3 of our people and the other heathen that are here in America, they're gonna die. They're gonna be burnt up. They're gonna be missile food. Those who don't die from the martial law, those who don't die in the FEMA camps, those who don't die of famine, those who don't die of sickness and pestilence, or the earthquakes, or the wild beasts, or the demonic angels, or the left hand angels, or the right hand angels. Those who survive all of that shit, they're gonna be missile food for World War III. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. This is speaking of Great Babylon, the harlot, you know, the daughter of Babylon, the harlot with Mystery Babylon written on her forehead. Lady Liberty, man. America, man. The well-favored harlot, man. The American dream, which is reality, which in reality is going to be the American nightmare. Great Babylon, thou who art to be destroyed, man. It sells nations, man. It pushes feminism. It pushes homosexuality. It pushes all this bullshit, man. Transgenderism and all that other shit, you know. And it sells it to the families through the television, you know, witchcraft, Hollywood, you know. This is that city that's spoken about, America in Revelations, Great Babylon, that harlot that sitteth upon many waters. That's America, man. Going on to verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face. So the Lord is lifting up the skirts of this place. It's being exposed. You got whistleblowers everywhere exposing the American ways. You know, you got different nations. You know, these Middle Eastern nations. You know, saying fuck America. They're realizing that the so-called white man is the devil. You know, you know, he's being exposed. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, he's being exposed for the devil that he is. America, which is ran by him, is being exposed. The elites that run all these motherfucking corporations, you know, because they run it all. Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, you know, they're being exposed for who the fuck they are. They're being exposed as vile, dirty, evil man, you know, and all their puppets along with them, man. They gonna go down and be destroyed. And Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you know, he's going 1,000 years into slavery along with the other heathen nations. But after those 1,000 years, the so-called white man, you know, Esau Edom gonna be exterminated. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness. See, and that's, you know, even though that might have been like a fucking, they might have planned to, you know, give the Taliban all them guns and all that other shit. Cause like we say, man, the elite, they know what the fuck they do. They try and set up create different wars, you know, cause one of the Rothschilds said that when blood is in the streets, that's when you make the most money. So they be creating these wars. But that thing that happened with the Taliban, even though that might have been orchestrated, it showed the bullshit of America. Showed their bullshit. You know, showed how they only go into other countries to take, you know, their resources and goods, and then when they go in there, they come with all their propaganda and they come in with their feminism, and they push it on the people, and they fuck up their nation, and then when they get their resources, they leave, and they leave the people that they done indoctrinated high and dry, and they leave that nation all divided and fucked up, you know. So the Lord is showing the nakedness of America to the other nations. They're showing the other nations that America's just the devil that's come to bring confusion and destruction and death, you know. So the Lord says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And what's that make you think of? You remember when we was having the election back in November, how all the nations was laughing at our candidates, you know, because look, you know, they're not my candidates. Salakia, fuck no. but at the candidates of these Babylonians, man, in Great Babylon, America, man. You know, in the scriptures it says, is wisdom departed from Teman? You know, Teman being the son of Esau. Yes, wisdom is gone from these people. These people are retarded. They're stupid. They have no logic, man. And it shows that the so-called white man is through, man. His kingdom is through. His rulership is done. He has no understanding. He's been exposed. He's been revealed as the base man, as a vile, evil man. And nations were just sitting there laughing at America, man, because America's done. This place is finished, man. This is bullshit. You know, the educational system has failed. The fucking the job market is through. The stock market is through. They were just contemplating a government shutdown a week ago. This place is finished, dude. The government is all divided and fucked up. You know, every state has different laws. That makes no sense. One state, this law is in effect, but then you travel over here to the next state and it does not apply there. This place is divided. A kingdom against itself cannot stand. So, you know, this place this place is done. This place is finished. And Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, you know, your kingdom is falling. And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is finna send Yahushua back to redeem the nation of Israel, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, and we gonna be y'all new rulers, and y'all hate that. Y'all hate it, but it's the truth. You know, and the Lord is showing us the downfall of our enemies, man. He's showing us the downfall of our wicked, evil brother Esau, the one who oppressed and trodden us down. You know, the Lord is going to flip the curses that He put on us and put them on them. You know, He's going to take away our reproach. You know, through the elect of our nation, and we're going back to how things used to be, man. And it's beautiful, you know. And it's prophetic, man. You know, it's showing that, you know, the Lord is finna bring, you know, He's finna bring the kingdom to Israel and script the kingdom and rulership away from Esau, Edom, the base man, and put him back where he belongs. And we gonna get our revenge, man. So, you know, the the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is finna avenge Israel against the heathen, against Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and against these other heathen nations. You know, Moab, the Chinese man, Ammon, the Japanese man, Ham, you know, the so-called Africans, and the Samoans, the Polynesians, the Japhites, you know, Ishmael, you know, Elam, you know, these Arabs and, you know, Palestinians and all these other motherfucking heathen nations, you know, that all played a hand in afflicting the children of Israel, which are you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know, the Lord is finna take the curses off of us and put them on them, and we gonna rule them with a rod of iron. You know, and that's what we coming into, man. See, this is the book of Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. So, you know, you Edomites, you so-called white men who are in rulership today, you know, you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, you DuPonts, you know, and also you regular everyday schmo Edomites, man, prepare for slavery, man. Y'all gonna go through the same shit, you know, and 100 times worse, you know, for 1,000 years, long hard slavery, baby. That shit coming back, man. All the bullshit y'all done did to the children of Israel, you know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That shit coming back on you, man. That shit coming back on you. You see your kingdom falling, man. You see your constitution was all bullshit. You see that shit ain't gonna last. You see America is not getting blessed. America falling. You know, and all you motherfucking Edomites all across the world, man. Y'all gonna go through this shit. Y'all gonna pay for what the fuck y'all did to the children of Israel. You know. You know. And yes, the Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we gonna hear y'all say it, and y'all gonna kiss our feet, man. This is Lamentations 4 and 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Now the Lord speaking to us. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So our punishment done. And look, everything, if the Lord punished us that bad, what the fuck you think he finna do to y'all? We was his chosen. So if he did that to his chosen, what you think he gonna do to the heathen? He finna fuck y'all up. Y'all finna get it. This is Lamentations 4 and 22. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So yeah, man. Y'all wonder why the fuck all this, why y'all kingdom falling, and why it's all divided, and why you see all these strange signs in the heavens, and all this other shit going on. Why you see black men on the side of the street, Latino men on the side of the street. You see Hispanic and Native American men on the side of the street with Bibles yelling Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's because the true power of the Israelites, the God of the Israelites, you know, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, he coming back to bring that righteous judgment on y'all ass, you know, and the kingdom being stripped away from y'all and is given back to the rightful owners, you know, and that's what's happening, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that followeth, you know, and it's just plain and simple, man. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So, you know, that vision speaking, man, and the end is here. And, you know, the kingdom of Israel, thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua Bashem Rakakadash Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahushua Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahushua Barakatah Yahweh Barakatah Yahushua. The kingdom of Israel is returning, man. You know, the Lord is bringing the kingdom of Israel back on earth, man, and everything gonna be restored in its righteous order under Yahweh Shah Hamashiach as king, and it's in the rightful order under, you know, after Yahweh Shah, King David, and the rest of the 144,000, and then the 1/3 remnant, you know. And we gonna rule you heathen with a rod of iron, man. We gonna rule. We gonna rule the world and the galaxies, man. You know, Israel will be established back on top, man. You know, and with that, shalom, shalom, Israel, shalom.